right, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rokwa, Kodash. Next up, honor to my elders, the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and continually teach on down to your brothers. Peace and blessings unto the elect. The bay after with that, the house of David. Shalom, my friend. Alright, Khan, so let's go into this lesson right quick. As you know, I'm going to bring some scriptures out, of course. So, first scripture I got on deck is Sirach, the 39th chapter. And I'll start at the 25th verse. It says, "For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners." Yeah, you see. So, all these devils, man, that's why they rule in wickedness, because they're evil. So, that's what belongs unto them, you know. Let me read that again. This is Sirach 39, verse 25. It says, "For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners." You know, so these devils, man, they sin from the beginning, man, you know. So evil things belong to sinners, and for the good are good things created from the beginning. That's why it says, you know, that Jacob is the form of all things, and that Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know, so the new world to come, you know, that's for us, you know what I mean? The new world to come, you know. So, yeah. And then let me continue reading on. This is verse 26. It says, "The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are good." So, all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. Exactly. Henceforth it shall not yield. You know, Cain's offering and all this, like, ever since he slayed, or whatever, he slew his brother, you know. Because Esau even said in his heart that he would slay his brother Jacob. And then also Cain, he slew his brother Abel. So, you know, that's what happened in Genesis, though. It tells you that the Lord put a curse upon Cain. That was one of the curses that the Lord gave him, like, from henceforth it shall not yield, you know, or whatever. Because Cain was to till the ground, so he's most likely like a farmer or whatever you call it, you know. How the Lord will put enmity between thee and the woman and all that. I think, yes, that's in the 3rd chapter, the enmity between, you know, the serpent and Eve and all that. But the 4th chapter, that's one that talks about, that's going into Cain and Abel and all that. Let me see. It says, "When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength." Yep, you see, yeah, that's a curse that the Lord put upon Cain, man, you know. So even with the plants and the growing and all this, you know, this man, he will not get what he desire, or his fruit. He will not get the stuff that he want, because this man was till the ground, going back to like a farm or whatever, you know. But Abel was more of a keeper of sheep, you know. That's what he was. He was like with the animals and all that, taking care of them and all that. But Cain was more of them, like, dealing with the fruits and nuts and all this other stuff, you know. But then let me continue reading on. It says it says, let me continue reading on. It says, "There be spirits," so like a 28th verse, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance." Yeah, so you got spirits of vengeance out there. You saw the spirits of vengeance: fire, hail, famine, and death, you know. Teeth of wild beasts as well, scorpions. It says teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction, which Esau is the wicked. He is the sword. The Lord could use Esau to take out Esau. You know, he could use Esau just to take out his own people. You know, he could use the so-called white man just to take out all the so-called white people, whatever. So teeth of wild beasts, these are spirits of vengeance as well. Teeth of wild beasts. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. Serpents and scorpions and all this other stuff. But the Lord, He's gonna give us power over these serpents and scorpions. It say, they shall rejoice in His commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress His word. Therefore, from the beginning I was resolved and thought upon these things, and have left them in writing. All the works of the Lord are good, and He will give every needful thing in due season, so that a man cannot say, this is worse than that. For in time they shall all well be approved. For in time they shall all be well approved, and therefore praise ye the Lord Yahushua with the whole heart and mouth, and bless the name of the Lord. Exactly. This is what we do. We bless the name of the Lord. We say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, bless you, Yahweh, bless you, Yahushua, Khan. Hashem Rakakadash, Khan. In the name of the Holy Spirit. So, let's get this out as well. This is Exodus. Exodus, the 23rd chapter. We bring it out, man. You know what I mean? That's what we do. Exodus 23 and 20, it says, Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries. Yeah, because I have that prayer as well, where I pray to the Lord that He fights against those that fight against me. So you could just pray to the Lord that He fights your enemies. He battles your demons. He fights your demons for you. You know what I mean? And that's important. We got to put up that prayer. So this is what we need to do. We need to obey the voice of angels as well. When you're approached by an angel, whatever, you may not know who's an angel or this and that, but sometimes they might appear in dreams or visions. But this is why we need to hearken unto the commandment of the Lord daily. We need to hearken unto Him. That way He might direct our ways and paths. He might direct our ways and our paths the right way. You know what I mean? And it's because everything's going to be put in its rightful order. We just need to hearken unto Him and listen. That way He may direct our paths, man. In our directions. Which I'm good with directions. I bless the Lord for that. Yeah, you gotta hearken unto the voice of angels too, because they're not gonna pardon your transgressions. Angels, they get down, man. They don't care. They'll put people to death too. So let me get this out. This is Exodus 39 verses 7. Kind to say, and he put them on the shoulders of ephod, that they should be stones for a memorial to the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the breastplate of cunning work, like the work of ephod, of gold, of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen. Yeah, you see how we say that. It says, it was 4 square. They made the breastplate double, and the span was the length thereof, and the span the breadth thereof, being double. So you could just, measure that out. You could figure that out yourself and all that. It said, they set it in 4 rows of stones. The first row was a sardius and a topaz and a carbuncle. This was the first row. And the second row was an emerald and a sapphire and a diamond. You're going into the 12 tribes, man. And it's all in order too, because when it mentions the first row, sardius, that's the Reubenite stone. That's the tribe of Reuben. Topaz is the tribe of Simeon. Carbuncle, that's the tribe of Levi. It says in the second row was an emerald. Emerald is Judah. And then it says a sapphire and a diamond. Sapphire is Issachar. Diamond is Zebulon. And then it says 12 verse, and the third row was a leaguer going into the tribe of Naphtali. And the gate, or agate, however they say it, agate, that's the tribe of Gad. And then amethyst is the tribe of Asher. And the fourth row of beryl, and onyx, and a jasper. Beryl is Manasseh. Onyx is Ephraim, and Jasper is Benjamin. It says they were enclosed in ouches of gold in their enclosings, man. So, bro, the Bible's even explaining this too, man. It's telling you, like, it's all in order, man. It even tells you this, the 12 tribes and all this stuff, man. Which is just a beautiful thing, man. You know, just as a miracle, man. Even the Bible lets you know about this stuff, about the 12 tribes and all that. You know, it's a blessing itself, man. This is Romans 15:4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope." Yeah, that's right, man. You know, so I'm gonna close out there. Lord's will you edify. You know, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Next up, honors to my elders, the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, continue to teach on down to young brothers. Peace and blessings unto the elect, the Bayaf Dawadah. Now to David, keep pushing this truth out, King. Alright? Keep striving for the masteries, man. You're gonna be crowned soon, you know, so, hey, man, make your call and election sure, man. Keep the faith. Keep pushing this truth, man. You know, sound doctrine, man. Sound body, one Lord, one faith. All right. So with that, till next time, shalom, okay.